This is our second day out riding the trails here at Sawmill Station, and wow, what views! Hope you like this video. Please subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for watching.
Pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my
So we decided to head out, and we were going to head over to Custer Ghost Town, but we decided to head instead towards Broken Wagon Trail, under the advice of some of the people here. So it's the first road past Clayton, the first bridge past Clayton on the right. So we're going to head out there and see what we can find. There's rumors of wild horses and elk and, you know, all kinds of things. They even said mountain lions. I got no hope on that, but maybe the wild horses. So hope you enjoyed this video. We're heading out now. We're on the highway. It's a couple miles down the road. I hate riding on these, but um apparently it's legal here. So we're gonna ride down. We go through Clayton and then the first bridge to the right. This is a beautiful drive. You're right along the Salmon River, so you follow it for quite a ways along this. And there are tons of trails out there. My big fear here was finding just too many 50-inch trails and not being able to get around. But there are a few 50-inch trails that do stop you in some ways. But out here, there's tons of trails you can ride back in this section. So no problem with finding trails to ride, and it is just beautiful. This is a perfect day. I think the high is 74, and just perfect to be out trail riding. We did pull over and let a car pass us, and then we headed on and found the bridge. These bridges are just so stinking cool over the water and just beautiful drive. Crystal clear water. What a beautiful day. Took a couple pictures I'll include in here. But beautiful, beautiful drive. It is a little windy and it is dusty. It's not nearly as bad as Mackey was because you're not riding so many of the farm roads, but it is still dusty here. So, just be aware of that. But man, the views. We're riding right along the river all the way down this road. You can see the Highway 75 on the other side of the river. And this is, I think, Power Line Road, they called it. Gorgeous drive. One other thing to note, I typically use Onyx when we're in areas like this because, it really depends on the area what map is best. But I will say here, I find Polaris Ride Command seems to be better than Onyx. And Onyx is steadily improving and making changes and upgrading. So, it does a good job. But I think Polaris Ride Command has more of the trails here and more accuracy on the trails than Onyx. However, even Ride Command doesn't have all the trails. So, you just have to kind of watch carefully and pick and choose.
Come a little closer. I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower. I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. going crazy for you. Eyes blue like the ocean. I can see you want this too. Cause you've been looking at me all night, trying to figure me out. I just wanna let you know. And I ain't playing no games, baby, you won't change. I only want you. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that
And
I
this
see
road took us up to
but
East
you.
Fork Road, which
It's
is
what
all
you're
over away from
doing, it's
here.
making me
And
feel
there are
like I'm
tons of trails off to the
falling.
right. And then when we get further away from the river, there'll be tons of roads off to the left. You could run all the way to Dallas. You could cross over highway, I think it's 63 that goes back to Kayaking, and ride, probably find your way all the way back to the village. So, lots and lots of trails out here. It is
I wanna kiss you
beautiful weather
before
while we're
the
here.
sun goes
And
down.
you can see for miles
I
these
wanna
hills
kiss you
and
before
rolling
the
hills
sun
and
goes down.
meadows and valleys.
What you're
Just stunning.
doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm 비가 내리면 자연스레 너를 떠올려 따스해지니까 Don't know how I can explain 하루 종일 네 생각에 간절해 낯설어 나 왜 이런 걸까 You're the cure to all my pains 널 좋아하나 봐 널 사랑하나 봐 이제는 더 이상은 숨길 수 없잖아 내일 더 아껴줄 거야 안아줄 거야 We're meant to be, you can't deny 내일 더 다가갈 거야 사랑해줄 거야 You're my sunshine after rain 네가 좋아 무지개 빈 하늘을 봐더 푸르른 하늘과 Silver lining in the clouds 바람결에 미는 너의 향기 햇살 같은 눈밑 작은 점 하나같이 사랑해주지 않고 못 배가 oh baby 널 좋아하나 봐 널 사랑하나 봐
Well, we did find cows, so that's something. And, some cute baby calves with them. So, you know, this is BLM land, so they allow them to run their cows out here. And we found quite a few cows out here. When we pulled up on the top of this valley, we could see the horses off in the distance. I mean, they're wild horses, or I assume they're the wild horses, but they're far enough off in the distance you can't see them in the video. But at least they're horses. There was probably a dozen, but they were pretty far away on another mountain. But at least we can claim we saw them. So we just rode around and enjoyed it. This was kind of an exploratory, us figuring out how to move around the trails here, and so we will definitely be back out here exploring some more of this area. It was beautiful trails. Unfortunately, the weather is getting colder the next couple of days. Now this is June 14th, and it's going to be colder the next couple of days. I think Tuesday when we leave, it's going to be like a high of, I don't know, in the 50s or something, or 48 or something. So, that's just part of the story here, is you never know what the weather's going to throw at you. But right now, it is beautiful weather and a beautiful experience out here.
Every day I walk the floor and think of you, and every night I pray the Lord will see me through. Every time I think I find a love that's true, I fall right back to walk the floor and think of you. Once there was a time when I had everything.
As you can see, you can still see snow on some of the up on some of the mountains. So I guess I'm sure it'll defrost some point, but right now there's still snow in some areas. I will say most of this drive was fairly easy. Not not much not much technical, but there are some up and downs in this area, and a couple of the areas were pretty rocky. So you just have to be aware. We did hit a few dips, and some of the areas it would obviously could get pretty mucky. So um, it's just typical riding. Just to pay attention to your surroundings. The other thing we found, and we were kind of warned about this, that we followed the trail up and then it just kind of disappeared. So we get to the top and the map still showed a trail, but we couldn't really find the trail. So we drove around the top and looked. We could follow a trail that went down the fence line, but we weren't sure if that was an official trail. So it just kind of vanished. And they did warn us that that happens, and you have to, if you don't know the area, that can happen, that you will just kind of lose the trail. So after wandering around there and getting out and looking for a few minutes, we decided just to head back on the known trail since we kind of lost sight of the trail that we were trying to follow. But wow, the views from up top of this, it is just beautiful up here. You can see in the distance the mountains and just gorgeous. horses were over to the left on the mountain. So we're going to go over and see if we can get a little closer to where the horses were. And spoiler alert, we don't get close enough to get good pictures, but we do try. But wow, so pretty here. And the flowers, you're starting to see the yellows and purples and whites and beautiful flowers there. Yeah, this is the other thing we spotted is that sometimes you'll see trails go in like 4 or 5 different directions, and you have to kind of figure out which one's legit. Onyx didn't show as many of them as Ride Command did. Ride Command did a better job at showing the trails than Onyx did. There were some of them like you'd see them on both, and some of them you would see on Ride Command and not see on Onyx. And to be honest, some of them like this one, this was obviously a road, and it wasn't on either. So we went up a little ways, but started thinking maybe this was just a trail that they used to water their cows or something. So we drove up past this. You could see off to the left. This gets pretty mucky in here. So we drove up just a little ways and then kind of turned around. The trail kind of fizzled out. We started thinking maybe it wasn't an official trail. It was not on either map. So I don't know, but it was clearly a road that was there. So we were following an actual road, but I don't know if it was a legitimate trail or not. such a pretty drive. We were debating on the drive whether we liked Mackey better or Clayton better, and which is Sawmill Station. And the thing about Mackey is most of the trails, the good trails, other than the mining ones, you had to go down a lot of the shell roads by the farming land, which made them really, really dusty. Now, it's still dusty here, but you're not on the shell dust roads, and you're in the trails a lot faster. You do have to drive down the road a little bit, but you did it Mackey too. So I don't know. Each has its own thing. So we really love this area, and we definitely would come back here. We've still got a few more days to explore further. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And thanks for watching. And we'll see you down the road. We'll say we were loving these bridges. These are pretty stinking awesome and just beautiful to ride across and see. Like I said, riding on the road, not necessarily my favorite, but still beautiful drive.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me.
One really nice thing is that they do have a gas station right here at the camp, and you can have your mail delivered, which was awesome. Mackie did not want you to have mail sent. With us on the road for a long time, that's really important to us to be able to, get stuff sent that we needed. So it was nice to have the gas station right here. Nice to be able to pick up the mail, and the fact that they have milkshakes in there, it's just a double bonus. So thanks for watching.
She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smiling. There's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her.